Hi everyone, welcome back to another beginner flow class. I hope you guys are all well and ready for this class. So, as usual, keep 2 blocks if you have handy, maybe a strap, and just come lying on your backs to start the class with. So, you can spread your feet wide if you like. So I'm just giving different options. Close your eyes. If you feel it more comfortable, you can bend your knees and then bring in your knees to touch. Either way, just place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, on your chest. Allow yourself to arrive on the mat, physically and mentally. Just breathing naturally here. Noticing the rise and falls of our whole body when we breathe. Before we get deep into our breathing, I'd like you to just dedicate your practice or set an intention for this practice. It can be something just as being positive, peace, or you can just dedicate it to someone or yourself. It's a good reminder during our practice. Slowly bringing more attention to our breath. Noticing our belly rise with each inhale. Your chest expands after your belly bloats out. And then with your exhales, everything relaxes down towards the mat. Begin to even out your inhales and your exhales. Two more full breath here on your own time. And slowly, when you're ready, open your eyes. Good. Separate your knees and just move them slowly side to side, just to awaken our hips. And slowly come to stillness. I want you to grab a hold of your left knee and really pull it close to your left shoulder. Continue breathing. Move your hips a bit to the left if you have a mat. And then with your exhale, move your knee to the right, spreading your hands shoulder height and looking over your left shoulder. You can place your right hand on your left knee just to guide it towards the floor. Just take it easy. We're starting our practice. Work with your breath. With each exhale, Melt down your knee a bit more towards the floor maybe. Or if it's too high, you can always use a block, a pillow under it. Okay, slowly we're going to transition on our belly. So moving to our right, you just move, keep your knee as is on your belly. I want your right hand to go towards the left still, and use your left hand as a pillow under your forehead. So you're reaching to the left and your knee is in line with your hip. Keep your foot flexed. So you're in a half frog position, opening your shoulder at the same time. One more full breath. And slowly keep your knee as is. Bring both hands under your forearm, under your forehead, sorry. And then feet together, your forehead down on the mat. Interlace your hands behind your skull. Press the tops of your feet to the mat, and then press your skull to your hand. You can stay here, or you can press so much that your head lifts off the mat. Keep looking down. Breathe. Your chin is slightly towards your chest, so your neck is long. And slowly release. Okay, moving to the other side. So bring your right knee to half frog position and your left hand towards the right, reaching your right hand over your head or using it as a pillow under your forehead. Keep your right foot flexed. Breathe deeply throughout wherever you feel that tension. Your hip, your shoulder. One more breath. And slowly roll yourself. Keep your knee where it is, onto your back again. So we're on the opposite side. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. Maybe your left hand on your left knee, guiding it towards the mat, towards the floor. The lower your knee goes, the more stretch you feel in your glute. And slowly with your breath, your right knee towards your right shoulder. So we're going to repeat that, starting with our right knee this time. Inhale here, with your exhale again, spinal stretch. Right knee to the left, looking over our right shoulder. One more breath here. And then whenever you're ready, keeping your knee as is, rolling on your belly. This time, coming to Sphinx. So our elbows under our shoulders, preferably. If that's too much, you can bring them a bit forward. Pressing your chest towards the front. So it's a slight back bend here. If you do feel more open in your back, you can lift your elbows off, going for a bit more intense pose here. And slowly, when you're ready, bring your feet together and forehead down on the mat. This time, tops of your feet on the mat. Bring your hands, interlace them behind you on your lower back. Inhale here with your exhale as if someone's pulling your hands to the back. Lift your head up, keep the tops of your feet on the mat. Keep your neck long. Keep pressing down through your toes. Maybe lift your knees off and slowly forehead down, release your hands. Moving to the other side. So our left leg comes out, coming to Sphinx. Pushing your chest forward. Your knee in line with your hip. Maybe if you did on the other side, lifting your elbows. That's just optional. One more breath. And slowly coming down and rolling on your back, keeping your knee, your left knee to the right. Open your hands, looking over your left shoulder. Keep drawing your belly in with each exhale. And slowly back to center. Good. Now, with your next inhale, lift your right leg up towards the ceiling and just flex and point it for a couple of times. Feel the stretch on the top of your foot when you point it. And then keeping it pointed or flexed, your choice, just grab a hold of wherever you can. Keep it as straight as possible. Inhale here with your exhale, lift your head up towards your knee. Feel the stretch in your hamstring. Keep your other foot flexed. And slowly release it down on the mat. With your next inhale, lift your left leg up. And with your exhale, guide yourself up towards your knee, keeping your right leg active. And slowly release, keep it up. Let's point and flex a couple of times. And slowly, keeping it flexed, release it down. We're going to do some core workout at the same time as opening the back of our legs. So with your inhale, I want you to bring your right leg up this time, and we're going to move it. We're going to draw half a circle, keeping your hands down, pressing down. You're going to go out to the side, down, and up. So keep your core strong and connect to your breath. Moving slowly with control and then reversing it. So down, out, and up. Keep it flexed or pointed. One more. And slowly lower it down. Moving straight to the left side with your breath. So out, down, and up with control. One more on this side. And reversing it. I like to keep it flexed just because I like to feel the stretch in my calf also. So all the time, you're pressing your lower belly down towards the mat. Last one. And slowly lower it down. Okay, so we're going to come to seated. So hold the back of your thighs and rock forward and back a couple of times. Massage your lower back. When you're ready, come to a seated position. Okay, let's warm up our neck a bit. So move your shoulder, move your left ear towards your left shoulder, and then chin down towards your chest, and then moving to the right side, and then back down. Maybe close your eyes just to connect into your body, and wherever you feel the tension, wherever you feel that tightness, just stay there a bit, loosen it up, move as you like. Shoulders are melting down towards the floor. 2 more just like that. Last one. Slowly back to center. Good. Now bring your left hand up. Push your chest forward. And then moving to the other side. Left hand to the left. Right arm above our head. And open your chest up. Moving with your breath. Maybe connect to your Ujjayi breath. With control. One more on each side. Press your hand back. Feel the stretch in your shoulder. And slowly come back to center. And do some cat-cow breathing here, but our hands are on our knees. With your inhale, I want you to push your chest forward. Look up, arch your back. And with your exhale, press into your knee, dome your upper back out and back. Chin to the chest. Connect to your breath. Inhale. Two more. Last one. And slowly coming back to neutral and coming on your hands and knees, facing the front of your mat. Okay, so let's warm up our wrists a bit. So draw some circles, keep your fingers spread. It's really important to have your wrists warmed up. Reverse your circle if you are gonna use them during your practice, which I like to do all the time. And then your fingers pointing to the sides of your mat, and then moving left and right, connecting to your breath. If you like, and if it feels good, fingers pointing back, you can just stay here or just pulse it back a little, not too much, depending on how you feel in your wrist, your forearm. Slowly back to center. Draw your belly in, so no collapsing. Draw your belly in. Inhale here. With your exhale, I want you to look over your right shoulder, look at the back, and then back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale and exhale. Feel it in your obliques, crunching it. Breathing in and out through your nose. Couple more. Last one. Good. Okay. Keep your fingers spread. Bring your knees to touch. Tuck your toes under. Inhale. With your next inhale, reach your right leg back. Keep your hips square here. We are going to move. So I want you to inhale here. With your exhale, lift your left knee and then come to a three-legged dog. You can keep your left heel lifted. Keep pointing your top foot towards the ceiling as much as you can. Breathe in here. And slowly, with your breath out, bring your left knee down. Keep pointing your right toe back, right toes back. Inhale here. With your exhale, round your upper back, knee towards your nose. Going to do that one more time. So inhale, reach it back. With your exhale, lift up, push back to your split dog. This time, bend your knee, open your hips over each other. Maybe give your ankles a little warm up, roll them both sides. then straighten. Inhale here. With your exhale, slowly lower your left knee down on the floor. Inhale, reach your toes back. With your exhale, knee to the nose. And slowly, knees together. Sit down on your heels. Give your hands a little rest. Maybe shake them out. I'm going to move on to the other side. Okay. Knees together, fingers spread, really pressing into our fingers, into our first knuckles. With your inhale this time, keep your toes tucked. Reach the left leg back. Keep your hips square to the mat. Keep drawing your lower belly in. Inhale here. With your exhale, lift your right knee up to your three-legged dog. Point your top toes. Keep your right heel lifted if you want. A little slight bend is fine. As much as you need. Inhale here. And with your exhale, slowly shifting your weight forward, lowering your knee down. Keep reaching your left toes back. Inhale. And with your exhale, left knee towards your nose. Inhale back. We're going to do this one more time. Slowly connecting to our breath. With your next exhale, up to a three-legged dog. Bend your knee this time. Open your hips. Keep your shoulders square as much as you can. And just roll your ankle both sides. Slowly square your hips and lower your right knee down. Inhale here. And then exhale, knee towards your nose. Knees together. Sit back on your heels again. Good job. Just shake your wrist out if you need to. And then whenever you're ready, moving back to our downward facing dog. Our first downward facing dog, I want you to move into your knees, paddle them out. Our feet are hip distance apart from each other, makes it easier a bit. Slowly after moving side to side, maybe moving your head, come to stillness. You can have a slight bend in your knees, as much as you need actually. Just keeping your back straight. Keep pressing down through all 10 fingers. One more full inhale and exhale here. Looking between your hands, inhale here. With your exhale, step forward. Feet are hip distance apart. Hands on your shins. Inhale, come to a flat back. And with your exhale, fold forward. You can keep your knees bent here as much as needed. Keep your head and neck heavy. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. Allow gravity to pull everything down. Pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. If you like, you can sway from side to side. Release your hands down. You can use a block here if you need to, or something to elevate. Right hand will go on the block in the middle. Inhale, come up, be long on your back. And with your exhale, you're going to reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. You can stay with both knees bent. I like to straighten my left leg, keeping my right knee bent. And slowly, with your breath out, left hand comes down. So we're going to change side here. Place your left hand on the block here or on the floor, doesn't matter. Inhale, elongate your back. With your exhale, lift your right hand up this time. So straightening my right leg this time, bending into my left knee, pulling and drawing my lower belly in, and slowly releasing both hands down. Keep your back curved, vertebrae by vertebrae, head and neck heavy. You're going to come up to standing. Okay. So with your inhale, I want you to bring both hands up towards the ceiling. And with your exhale, right hand by your side, going for your side bend. So reaching your left hand towards the right, pushing your hips forward. Your feet can be hip distance or touching. And slowly back to center with your breath. Inhale, right hand up. Really reach up, create space in your right side body. And then with your exhale, go for your side stretch. Keep opening that chest towards the ceiling. Engaging your core. And then inhale up to standing. Okay, bring your feet to touch. I'm going to do one round of sun salutation B. So with your next breath in, bend your knees, come into your chair pose. So your back has a natural curve. You reach up and you press your knees and your inner thighs towards each other. You're engaging your core. One more breath. Inhale here. And with your exhale, you come to forward fold. Here you can separate your feet as much as you need to. Inhale, come to a flat back, hands on the floor or on the shin. And then bend your knees, hands down, step back to plank. So knees down, always optional. Engage your core. Breathe in, shift your weight forward. And then with your breath out, elbows in, bend them towards the back, halfway down, look forward. Tops of your feet on the mat. Inhale, low cobra or high cobra. And then with your exhale, curl your toes under, shift your weight back and up to downward facing dog. So with your next breath, I want you to bring your right leg forward, really curl in and push the floor away and place your foot in between your hands. If that's not possible, left knee down and help your foot to come forward. Back foot down. We're going to go for warrior one. So if heels and heels are not in one line, are not an option, just bring them hip distance apart. When you're ready, come up to your full warrior one. Keep your front knee bent. Inhale, reach your hands up. Press down through the outer edge of your back foot. Feel that stretch. Keep your hips square to the front. One more breath. And with your exhale, if you want, bend in your back knee. Place your feet together. Come to your plank pose. Knees down or up. Inhale here, shift your weight forward a bit. Exhale, bend into your elbows, however you like, halfway down. Inhale, come to your choice of back bend. It can be upward facing dog, lifting your thighs off the mat. And then with your exhale, push your hips up and back to downward facing dog. With your next breath, bring your left leg in between your hands, back foot down, and slowly coming up to our warrior one on the left side. Inhale, reach your hands up. And with your exhale, deepen your stretch. One more breath. And slowly both hands down with your exhale. However you like, step back to your plank. Breathe in and then breathe out. Bend your elbows to the back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or high cobra. Push your chest forward, shoulder blades to the back. And then with your exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of full inhales and exhales here. If your heels are on the mat, keep engaging your thighs. Push your kneecaps up towards your hips. Draw your lower belly in. And then inhale, bend your knees, look in between your hands. And with your exhale, step forward. Inhale, come to a flat back. And then with your exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees as much as needed. We're going to chair. Lift your hands up. Push your weight back on your heels. And then inhale, come up to standing. Watch your palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, so we're going to just add on. We're not going to do the full sun B anymore. So come to the front of the mat. So I want you to experience a different chair pose, or you can go in the same one. It doesn't matter. So I want you to maybe lift up your heels, and if you have something in front of you for your balance, you can hold on to. It's fine, like a chair, anything. Inhale here, hands to your heart. With your exhale, as if your back is pressing into a wall, just bend down. So this time our weight is on our toes. If you don't like it, just go to normal chair. Different pose to challenge your body. One more breath, still squeezing your inner thighs together. And then with your breath out, come out of the pose. Step your right leg back. And go to warrior one again. So, as you like, your heels in one line or not, I want your hips to be square. So find your pose and settle into it. Inhale your hands up, bend into your front knee. Back leg is straight. Inhale here, reach up, and then with your exhale, fold over your front thigh, hands reach back. So we're going to move with our breath. Inhale, coming up. Still keeping your hips square, and with your exhale, hands reach back. One more. Inhale. And then with your exhale, stay here. Keep long in your back side body. Breathe. And then with your inhale, come up. Extend both legs. Maybe move your back foot a bit closer. I'm going to go for a reverse triangle. So your right hand on your thigh. Inhale, your left hand reaches up. And with your exhale, you reverse and reach back. Just creating space because we're going to go to triangle pose. And then slowly coming out. Keep your heels in one line this time. Reach your hands forward, open your hips. Inhale, reach forward as much as you can. And then with your exhale, hand on your shin or wherever you can reach, and reach your right hand up towards the ceiling. I want you to be really strong in your core. You can look forward, you can look down. I want you to be really light on your bottom hand. One more breath. And slowly with your next breath, bend into your front knee. Place your hand over your thigh. Maybe adjust your stance, go a bit further back. Reach your hand over your head for your wide side angle. Open your chest towards the ceiling. If you have space, obviously you can reach your hand down. Really pushing your hips down, creating a nice long line from our fingers all the way down. And slowly facing the front of the mat, back knee can come down and right hand down also. Inhale here, and with your exhale, reach your left hand up, open your chest. You can stay here, or you can lift your back knee off the mat. And slowly with your other breath out, both hands down, step your knees to meet, and then tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Deep inhales and exhales here. Gonna move to the other side. Bend your knees, look in between your hands. Inhale. With your exhale, step forward. Inhale, come to a flat back. And then exhale, draw your belly in, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Little bend in your knees. Reach your hands up and watch your palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, stepping to the front of the mat, moving on to the other side. So this time my left leg goes back, a big step back, warrior one. Adjust your stance, keep your hips square. Inhale, reach both hands up. Keep pressing that back pinky down towards the mat. Breath in. With your breath out, lean forward. Your hands reach back and up as much as you can. Strong core. Connect to your breath. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Move with your breath. One more time. Maybe our gaze follows our fingers upwards, not back. Hold it here. Keep your front knee straight, bent. And then with your inhale, rise up, extend both legs. Adjust your stand as needed. Go for reverse triangle. So our back hand reaches back. Inhale your right arm up. And with your exhale, bend. You can look down if that feels better. One more breath. And then reach your hands forward. Come up, reach your hand forward, your right hand forward. With your exhale, place your hand down wherever it comes. Maybe you gaze up, look at your top hand. If that's not accessible, you can look down. Just breathe deeply. There's this little slight bend in our front knee. And then with your next breath, bend into your front knee. Maybe adjust yourself, move your back foot a bit further back. And come to your wide side angle. Push your hips down towards the mat as much as you can. Open your chest. Don't allow your back foot to lift up. And then slowly with your exhale, back knee can come down. Left hand down this time. Inhale here. With your exhale, right hand reaches up. Open your chest as much as you can. You can stay here or you can lift your back knee. And slowly, both hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend into your knees, look in between your hands, and then exhale, step or float forward. Inhale to a flat back, and then exhale, forward fold. Bend into your knees, back straight. Inhale, come up, watch your palms touch. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, Come to the front of the mat. A big step with your right leg back. And come to the side of the mat. So feet in, toes in, feet out, ankles out, heels out a bit. Hands on your hips. Inhale. Elongate your back with your exhale. Hinge forward. You can bend your knees as much as you need. Head and neck heavy. Place your hands on the mat. Inhale. Come to a flat back just to make some space. And with your exhale, guide your head down. Push your weight as much as you can forward into your toes and breathe deeply with control. Push your hips up towards the ceiling. With your next breath, take both hands to the right and hold on to wherever you can of your leg. Inhale here and then exhale. Pull yourself towards your right leg. Draw your belly in. And slowly release, moving on to the other side. So both hands, keep your knees bent as much as you need. Just hold on to wherever you can reach. Inhale here. With your exhale, pull your chest towards your thigh. If you want, you can place your hand down for more balance. And slowly back to center. Moving to the back of the mat. Back knee down. Both hands to the inside of your foot, lizard pose. Just move your knee to the outside a couple of times, lifting the arch of your, insides of your foot, just to create some space. Use cushions under your knee if you need to. Inhale here. We're going to move with our breath, bend our back knee, and try to reach for it. It doesn't matter if it reaches or not. Inhale, reach forward. And then exhale, bend into your back knee and reach back. Look at your fingers. Inhale forward. Keep pressing your hips down. Exhale here. This time we're going to hold it. If you reach, just grab a hold of your foot. Keep your foot flexed. Keep opening your chest. And slowly with your exhale, release. Now move your back foot to the side and come to the side of the mat. Heel and knee in one line. Inhale here and then exhale. Push your hips to the front foot. Inhale back. Do that a couple of more times with your breath. Really push your hips forward. One more time. And just hold it here. And slowly, both hands down. Bring your foot back to meet and come into your downward facing dog, facing the back of the mat. With your next breath in, bring your right leg forward in between your hands, however you can, and come up to standing and face the side of the mat again. Toes in, heels out. This time interlace your hands behind you. Inhale, open your chest. And with your exhale, guide yourself down. Head and neck heavy. Your hands reaching down towards the floor as much as you can. You can keep your knees bent here. Try to push your weight forward and draw your belly in. One more full breath. And slowly release your hands down and walk to the front of the mat. Bring your back knee down. Lizard pose. On our left knee this time. So a couple of times, just lift the inside of your left foot and just move your knee to the out just to create some space. I don't know if you see or not. And then come to stillness, both hands in. Inhale here. Reach your left hand forward. With your exhale, bend into your back knee and reach back. It doesn't matter if you reach or not. Just move with your breath. Inhale. Forward. And then with your exhale, flex your back foot. Try to reach. Inhale, using your hamstring muscles. Bend into your back knee. Staying there. If you reach, you reach. If not, just stay with your breath. And slowly release. Moving your back foot to the side. Adjusting your stance. Your heel and knee are in one line. Hands on your hips. Inhale here. And then with your exhale, push your hips forward towards your front heel. Work with your breath. And then we're going to hold it. One more breath. And slowly back. Knees together, facing the front of the mat. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look in between your hands, and step to the front. Inhale, come to a flat back. And then exhale, forward fold. Bend into your knees, strong core. Inhale, flat back, come up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Okay, so last bit of our standing poses before we go down. Warrior 3. We're going to go warrior 3 on our left side. So you can use a block on underneath your hands. Slight bend on your left knee. Get light on your right. Inhale here. With your exhale, shift your weight back. Shift your weight forward. Your right leg back. And your hands come down to something that elevates you up. Keep your hips square. Keep your back foot pointed or flexed. Maybe if you're here, you let go of one hand, slight bend on your standing knee, or maybe the other hand. Just give it a go. If you come out of any pose, it's totally fine. Just get back into it. And slowly, wherever you are, bring your back foot to meet the front. Keep a little bend in your knees and come to standing. I'm going to move on to the other side. Little bend in your right knee this time, getting light on our left. Inhale here. With your exhale, shift your weight forward. Left leg reaches back. Slight bend in your standing knee. Keep pushing your chest forward. Keep closing your hips. One more breath. Slowly bring your back foot to the front and come to standing. Inhale, reach. Both hands up. Press into your palms. Exhale, bend into your knees and fold forward. Inhale to a flat back. And then exhale, step back to downward facing dog. With your next inhale, right leg reaches up. And then with your exhale, we're going to go to pigeon pose. So you can place your left knee down, bring your right leg forward, and set yourself up for pigeon pose. So if you're not very flexible, you bring your right heel in towards your hips. Place something under your hips, under your glutes, just so you don't open. I wanted everything to be closed. Inhale, elongate your back. And with your exhale, shift your weight down. Rest your forehead on your hands or on the mat. cooling down our body. If you're more flexible in this pose, your front shin becomes more parallel to the front of the mat. One more breath. Slowly help yourself up. And then simply swing your back foot forward. So keeping your right knee bent, coming to Janushirshasana, right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Keep your left foot flexed. Inhale, reach your hands up. Keep your hips as square as you can to the front, and then with your breath out, reach your hands forward first. And then place your hands down. Work with your breath. With each inhale, try to reach the crown of your head forward. With each exhale, drawing your belly in, you melt down a bit more. When you reach your limit, you can release your head for more relaxing. One more breath. And slowly coming up. Bringing the same knee, your right knee up. Now go for a twist. So keep your left leg extended, right hand behind you. Inhale, reach your left hand up. And then exhale, either grab a hold of your knee in towards you and then twist, or hook your elbow, push into your knee, wherever you are, and then twist. So work with your breath. With each inhale, elongate your back. With each exhale, twist a tiny bit more. Keep your left foot flexed or pointed, engage it. And slowly coming back to center, releasing. So we're going to move to the other side. Maybe give it a little shake before we move into our left side. We go pigeon on our left leg. So however you like. Right leg reaches back. Set yourself up, hips are square. Inhale, flat back. With your exhale, walk your hands forward. And then place your head down wherever you want. Feel your left glute stretching. Send your breath towards it. Full breath ins and outs. Slowly coming up and out of this pose. And swinging your back foot forward to Janushirshasana. So left foot to the inside. Keep your foot flexed. Keep your hips square. Inhale, reach up. Find space. And then with your exhale, guide yourself forward. And you've reached the limit. Place your hands down wherever that may be. Flat back. And then with your exhales, try to melt down as much as you can. If you've just started and you're not very flexible, with more practice, you will see the difference. So just keep practicing. And work with your breath. And slowly, whenever you're ready, come out of this pose. Bend your right knee. Keep your left knee, bent. Just point it up towards the ceiling. Keep your right leg flexed or pointed. Just keep it active. Inhale, reach your right hand up. And with your exhale, drawing your belly in, hook or hold into your knee and twist. So keep pressing into your left knee with your hand to create space. And slowly coming back to center. Okay, bend into both knees. Grab a hold of your thighs. Slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going down on our backs, just like we started. Before we go for our final pose, keep your knees bent. And we're going to go for a back bend. So just bring your knee in line with your heel. Maybe you can touch the back of your foot. Inhale here, keep pressing down through your hands, and with your exhale, lift your hips up and off the mat. Chin towards the chest. Keep breathing here, squeezing your bum. And slowly back down. We're going to do this just one more time. You can absolutely stay where you were, or you can roll your shoulders and interlace your fingers from behind. So inhale here, and then with your exhale, press into your heels and your hands, lift your hips up. Staying here or rolling our shoulders under, interlacing and pressing down into the mat to create more space. One more breath. And slowly release everything down. Move your knees side to side. Choose how you like to take your Shavasana. So either spread your feet very wide. You can bring the soles of your feet to touch if you like a bit more stretch. Palms facing up to receive energy. Close your eyes. Come back to your normal breathing. Allow every single muscle in your body to be completely relaxed. Slowly coming back to our bodies, bringing awareness back. Take your next inhale a bit deeper. Move your fingers and your toes. Maybe bring your hands over your head and reach. Roll over to your favorite side and bend your knees in towards your chest. Just staying there and here for a moment. acknowledging this nice and calm heartbeat that we have. And slowly, whenever you're ready, with the help of your hand, come up to a seated position. Sitting up tall, keeping your eyes closed. Inhale, reaching your hands up, allowing your palms to touch. And with your breath out, bring your hands and your palms to your heart center, bowing our chin down towards our heart, being grateful for another day, another practice. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and your lovely energy with me. Have a nice evening, everyone. Till next time, namaste.